What you do in the garage at Diablo might work for the testing range, but it's not going to hold up in a real fight. So let me show you how the Army upgrades and customizes their Wanzers. Here's where you choose your weapons for your right arm, left shoulder, and right shoulder. Different weapons provide unique tactical benefits. Machine guns are general-purpose weapons that excel at medium range, and shotguns deliver the biggest punch at close range. Shoulder weapons pack a heavy punch in terms of damage, but they weigh a lot and don't have much ammo. As I'm sure you know, the total weight of a Wanzer must be below the power generated. Going overweight is easy, so don't equip too many weapons. Yes. One of the best ways to improve the fighting capability of your Wanzer is to equip some battle skills. Battle skills add special abilities to your weapons like bonus damage or decreased enemy accuracy. When you fire a weapon with a battle skill equipped, it has a chance to activate. But pay attention to how many skill slots a weapon has. Some battle skills take up more than one slot and cannot be fitted on all weapons. In the Army, the visual look of your Wanzer is important to signify your rank and status. The overall visual style, color schemes, and glossiness can all be adjusted on per-part basis. Additionally, you can apply a decal to each Wanzer part. More decals will become available as you accomplish goals set by your commanding officer. When you're good to go, exit customization to confirm your changes. We're nearing the LZ, so don't take all day.
Welcome to the Front Mission Garage. It's just going to be a quick look just at the various different options we have. This is our Wanzer, the Zephyr A. We'll be getting more Wanzers at the moment, it's just this one. We've got various different body parts, the torso, the left arm, the right arm, the legs. Each part has various different statistics, which is useful to take into consideration when building your own Wanzer. We've got no option at the moment, we only have access to the Zephyr A, but that'll change. And when it does, I'll bring up this garage tutorial again. I'll bring up the garage screen again and show it off, show what I'm doing, and maybe even give you guys a chance to design some of your own Wanzers. Our weapons, meanwhile, we can equip things in the left and right arm. At the moment, we have a Bone Buster, the most basic of the melee weapons in our left arm, but it's served us pretty well so far, and it's going to continue to do so in the next mission. As for our right arm, oh no, first of all, cash. At the top right, we have our cash, which is currently at 1,093. When we equip a weapon with a minus next to it, it will minus from our cash. If it doesn't have that minus, it'll actually add to our cash, because the weapon or option we're going with is going to be cheaper. That's important to keep in mind when you're customizing your Wanzers with more expensive gear. We also have to concentrate on the power and weight ratio. If your weight exceeds your power, you can't use your Wanzer. So we want to keep it at least, at the very least, +0. Though I think more power is better. I think it allows you to skate for longer, I'm not sure. Weapons we have access to at the moment include a shotgun, a medium machine gun, and a light machine gun. The Groster, the Raptor, and the Cat's Ray, I think. They're alright, but we'll get much better stuff very soon. For now, we're going to be sticking with the Raptor due to its accuracy and its ammo capacity. Damage isn't great, but it's better than the Groster. It's the third weakest weapon. I think I've mentioned that 3 times now, but it works for this early in the game. It's not like we're going to find anything better. Right, now shoulder weapons. We're going to stick with the bone. I like the fact that it locks onto targets. It's quite handy just to be able to point in a general direction and let them fly. I much prefer it to the donkey, which is a direct fire missile. One thing you have to notice when you're using shoulder weapons is that they're incredibly heavy. More of your weight is going to come from your shoulder weapons than either of your arms. I mean, look, it's weight 40 is the donkey, whereas our bone is weight 45. It's quite a big difference. We're going to get into a lot more of the other options later on. We're going to have access to quite a few different shoulder weapons, and we'll also have enough power, or enough weight going spare, that we can equip a second one, and that should be quite fun. But for now, we're just going to stick with a single one. Now, backpacks. Again, lots of different varieties of backpacks will come later with the game. At the moment, we only have the agility. And more than likely, it's what I'm going to be sticking with, because without it, I don't think you can skate. Now, the only time I've gone without the agility backpack, it's been with hover legs. which, a little bit of spoiler, we do get hover legs. But I couldn't skate when I didn't have it on, so not so sure about the reason why you take it off. Battle skills, as Adela just told us, are pretty handy. We can equip them to any weapon, and again, any weapon. Each weapon has its own list of battle skills, depending on like the range, what kind of weapon type it is, and it's got a certain % chance to activate. Every time you press the button to fire it, you've got in this one, a 4% activation chance. And what they'll do, it'll increase your melee damage. It can also occasionally instant kill things. That's just critical blow. Later on we'll see things like critical blow 2 and critical blow 3. And the number of battle skills we have increases on certain different weapons, allowing us to equip either more powerful battle skills or lots of smaller, less powerful battle skills. So there's a little bit of tactics going on there. And you need to complete the objectives in various maps to unlock more battle skills. So unless you find all the sensors or all the emblems, you might not ever see some of the battle skills. So we're going to stick with the ones we have at the moment, because they're the only ones open to us, and there's no reason not to go with any of them. So we have Acid Shot for our Krauser, I think it is, which does more damage through armor, and shrapnel damage, which again, more damage. Okay, now color schemes. Really unimportant, and I don't know, I don't like this system. I mean, look at some of these camouflage options. They're terrible. Just absolutely awful, especially with the color scheme we have right at the start, which, you know, looks fine. But, you know, we can change our primary color, we can turn it green or pink, or what am I going to do? Light blue? Yeah. And each different color is going to affect the parts in different ways. There's also an option to completely modify your entire Wanzer to have the same. Oh, we've also got glossiness, so it's either perfect or grease. Look at that. Look at the grease. You can choose just how much glossiness you want on my Wanzer, by the way. I leave that entirely up to you guys. And look, we can apply it to all. Now we have the shiniest robot ever. I quite like that, I'll admit. Entirely useless, but it's kind of cool. Normally I just kind of stay with where it was, so you've got a little bit of shine, but you know, it's all up to you. And decals. We're not, or decals, however you pronounce it. We're not really going to mess around with these too much. They're pretty, well, crap compared to, say, Armored Cores. I like decal system. Decal. God, I don't know how to pronounce this word. You can tell me how rubbish I'm pronouncing it in the things. But again, we're mostly going to stick, unless there's some out call for them, mostly going to stick with basic, which is no decal. Decal. Fuck. Also, we're going to unlock more, apparently, as we go through the game. So, maybe one will catch your fancy. I don't know. Actually, I can't remember. What did I go for here? Did I go with anything? I might have given myself a number. We'll find out. Oh, we can also advertise in a video if you fancied. Why not? They have to, like, get the advertising in there somehow. What the fuck is that? I'm assuming that's something like a mascot for America, but it doesn't show off, like, you can't see it at all on your Wanzer, so again, there's really no point. Okay, right, I think that's it for this tutorial. We'll see this once again later on. Bye for now.